Hello, I am Bookface, and today we're talking about
Bears.
I was trying to think of something cool to say about bears, because, intro. There isn't really much to say other than bears are cool. Big, dangerous, and overall just awesome. Bears are cool, but there's only so much you can say about any specific animal without going into just basic zoological facts. Bears are large omnivorous creatures from the Ursidae family. So with all that kind of vague idea of why we're talking about bears out of the way, let's jump right in. Woo! First creature we have is the Nandi bear. A creature from East Africa, mostly Uganda and Kenya. Described as either a primate, a hyena, or a bear, which notably do not live in Africa. At least not any living bears. In case you're wondering, the Atlas bear is an extinct form of bear from Africa. The creature is named after the Nandi people, who most commonly report sightings of this creature. Nandi bear goes by many names, including Kemasit, Kodoelo, Mubende beast, Nyangao, Carrot, Ngoloko, and Duba, which I'm sure pronounced perfectly. All of those. One form of this creature resembles a baboon, standing roughly 4 to 5 feet tall, with shaggy brown fur and a long head. Big brain. Had a short neck, small ears, and stumpy nose, with plantigrade feet and 5 toes with large claws, and no tail. Plantigrade is, of course, meaning that meaning this thing, which I'm going to put on the screen because I forgot what it meant. And notably, creature isn't really a bear. I think this is the kind that's usually called the Kemasit. The other form of this creature closely resembles a hyena. It has shaggy brown fur, a small head, small brain, with red eyes and small ears. It has a large mane, large teeth, and its front legs were longer than its back legs. Had a sloping back, probably because the legs being different, and digitigrade feet with 3 toes and large pads, large inward-facing claws. Again, digitigrade means this. I believe it means you walk on your toes. Oh, also, this still isn't really a bear, more like a hyena. But whatever. Called the Nandi bear. It's in my bear video. Nandi bear is a nocturnal creature known to leap or climb tall fences. You know it's a bear, but it's also an Olympic pole vaulter. It also notably has a call like a howl or a moan. No comment on that. It attacks livestock and lone humans at night and rips open their heads and eats their brains. And it was thought to force its way into native huts and do the same to people who are just asleep. That is terrifying. You got a zombie bear in here. Zombear? Some believe the Nandi bear is the Atlas bear, but just not extinct. Which is, a fairly reasonable explanation, I guess. You're trying to find the word reasonable in this. It's kind of hard to find. Some believe that it's a giant pure-colored badger called a ratel, or more commonly, a honey badger. And as you also may know, they do not care. Some believe the Nandi bear is actually a misidentified spotted hyena or a surviving short-faced hyena. I don't know how commonly they act like zombies and eat people's brains. I want to see Resident Evil, but with zombie bears. Make it happen. Some believe that the Nandi bear could be aardvarks. These, of course, are only responsible for the visual sightings. I mean, aardvarks are truly terrifying creatures.
It is menace.
So horrific. Some believe, though, that it's a new form of ape or a giant baboon. This, of course, relates to the first kind, which looks more like that. Some believe the attacks can be blamed on creatures like giant forest hogs or African wild dogs. We're just getting further and further away from bears with every theory. Some also blame a different cryptid known as the Mngwa, which is a large, aggressive, cat-like cryptid. Can we get one more that's a bear? However, some just think the attacks were murders from secret societies disguised as animal attacks. We get back to the bears. I like bears. Next we have the Murung river bear. It's a large bear-like creature from Southeast Asia, specifically Kadang Murung in Borneo, Indonesia, which was sighted by the explorer Leonard Clark. They resembled large bear-like creatures and would gather in large groups every year to eat river berries. Just me and the boys, chilling by the river, eating some berries, maybe killing people. They typically live in the jungle, every other part of the year. Occasionally go to the river and swim a little bit, and have been known to attack boats and claw humans to
death.
Locals reportedly avoid that part of the river when the river bears gather. That's a pretty smart move, very logical. And when asking about this, locals apparently brought Leonard Clark
victims of the river bear shredded into bits.
Just got a bunch of pieces of corpses on standby just in case anyone's curious. Some have suggested the Murung river bear is actually not a bear, but instead a massive binturong, or a bear cat, Wouldn't you know, I guess it's kind of close to a bear. Of course, by some people, I mean people online, but I figured I'd add it in since there's very limited information on this creature, and honestly, I could find very little information just in general. Lastly, we have Adam's hedgehog bear, which was a creature sighted in Oregon near Klamath Lake by explorer John Grizzly Adams. With a name like that, of course he has to do with bear cryptids. The creature had a body of a hedgehog with the head and feet of a bear. Translation, it's a big spiky bear. I love it. John Adams and his men attempted to catch the creature, but unfortunately failed. Spikes just made it too aerodynamic. Darted away like Sonic the Hedgehog bear. Or it stabbed them. John Adams is actually the only person to cite this creature, and because of that, many believe he made it up. So, sadly, we've got another one that has very limited reports. But, you know, it's a really cool one, which makes up for it. Against all odds, I am going to believe that somewhere out there is a very spiky bear. I have a soft spot for hedgehogs, so, you know, I wanted to talk about this one. And there we have 3 bear-ish cryptids. Most of them actually aren't bears. I thought there were more cryptid bears. I'm sorry. If you like this video, please give a thumbs up, comment down below, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye.